If AI agents still feel like demos that forget the job, the problem may not be the model. It may be that we are treating them like chatbots when they are starting to become work systems. Here's the quiet part in today's Forbes item about Gemini Spark. The interesting detail is not just that Google is working on another agent, it is the combination, a skill system, and a task scheduler. That sounds technical, but it changes the mental model. A chatbot answers you, then disappears. A work system knows what kind of job it can perform, when it is supposed to come back, and what record it leaves behind. That is a very different creature. So the mechanism for this story is what I'd call the task court. In the old version of AI, you typed a prompt and hoped the answer was useful. In the task court version, the agent needs three things before it should be trusted with real work: a skill, a schedule, and a record. The skill is the job permit. It says this agent knows how to do this kind of work with these tools inside these boundaries. Not every task, not every account, not every file. This task, the schedule, is the uncomfortable part, because once an agent can come back later, or run every morning, or watch for a condition, it stops being a one-time answer machine. It becomes a recurring worker. And recurring workers need supervision, not vibes. The record is what keeps the whole thing from becoming magic theater. If an agent updated a spreadsheet, drafted a message, checked a folder, or moved a file, someone needs to know what happened, what triggered it, what it touched, what it skipped, and where a human can reverse or approve the next step. That is why the agent label is becoming too vague. An agent without a docket is just a very confident intern with no paper trail. An agent with a skill, a schedule, and a record starts to look like a managed workflow. This matters because the next wave of AI will not be judged only by how clever the answer sounds. It will be judged by whether the work can be repeated without creating a mess. For users, that means the right question changes. Don't only ask, can this agent do the task? Ask, what is its docket? What skill is it using? When is it allowed to run? What proof does it leave behind? For companies, the same rule gets sharper. If every team creates little agents with private skills and hidden schedules, you do not get automation. You get a shadow workforce. Nobody knows which bots are working, which tools they can touch, or which old instruction is still running in the background. The optimistic version is better. Agents become boring enough to trust, not because they are less powerful, but because their power is filed, scheduled, and reviewable. That is the mind shift. Stop imagining the future agent as a smarter chat window. Imagine it as a worker standing in front of a court clerk. It needs a permit for the job, a time on the docket, and a record after the action. The people who get this early will not be the ones shouting autonomous AI the loudest. They will be the calmer operators who ask for the docket first. And that is who you want to become. Not dazzled by the agent, not scared of it, just prepared enough to govern the work.